Welcome back to Digibros.
What if they made a big planet?
Oh my god. It'll be so huge.
It'd be like the sun if it was Saturn.
The sun if it was Saturn. What? Shade. Oh god, look at that guy! What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
His teeth!
No!
This place is freaking
No! This place is just no!
There's crosses and like biblical stuff. They got like a lawsuit for that one song and then they didn't get crap for this.
Oh, you mean for
Oh my god!
what was that song called?
Is he alive? Yeah, he's alive. Okay, cool. I don't know. It was called
It was by Tunya
Tunak.
No. It was like Tunya
I said that way too quiet, didn't I?
Diabate, so I don't know. For those who don't know, when this game came out, the saddest fucking thing ever, they had to recall the game. Like, they had already shipped all the copies, and then there was like some issues over the fact that one of the songs in the game had quotes from the Quran in it, and I guess you're not supposed to quote the Quran in any kind of like art, and so they had to pull that, or they had to pull the vocals out of the song. They kept the song in the game, but they had to pull the vocals out. They had to recall every copy of the game that they had already shipped and then re-release it with the new version of that song in it, just because it had 2 lines from the Quran in the vocals of one song, which is a great fucking song, especially with the vocals.
Really like it.
It's one of the best songs in the game. In
I
a game
remember,
with lots of great
when it shows up.
well, that's one of the interesting things about this game, is that like it's all licensed music, but all really obscure licensed music.
It's got that one battle song. Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas by Battles, which is a fucking amazing song. But what a weird, like, Battles of all, like, no one's heard of Battles unless they're like a huge music fan. You know, and they've got, it's like a weird ass math rock song, which is fantastic. It's the
I love the level too, because it's like a junkyard place, and it's all industrial and cool.
Just such an interesting idea to have, like, all really obscure licensed music, and then you get to use it in the level editor. You get to set, like, you know, any of those songs to your levels. So of course, if I was ever gonna make a level, I would exclusively use either the battle song or the Tunya Diabite, or whatever the fuck his name was.
I always use if you ever step on my patch, I'll bring you down. I'll bring you down.
That song just, it's one of those that's so repetitive that it just immediately is in your head, but in the worst way. God, I haven't heard that song since the last time we played this, which was like 6 years ago, but I still remember it exactly just from you bringing it up.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Look at him, it's freaking Lion Pelt Einstein, like, what? Einstein used to like wearing women's clothes, because he was cool.
That is pretty cool. Do you like wearing women's clothing?
I mean, if I was presented with women's clothing, I wouldn't shy away from it.
I put on women's clothing and dance around in bars.
I don't know the lyrics, but I'm young.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all day. No.
Man, you don't know the lyrics
I
either.
sleep all night and I work all day.
I remember this sucking, because I had to like run away from a dude. It's like a giant demon thing. Look,
Dude,
it's got
there's
freaking
Maria in the background.
yeah.
Maria watches over us.
Ah!
Oh, what the fuck is that?
That's a giant demon.
Not
crab.
okay.
This thing.
Not okay. What is on its head?
That is.
What is on its head?
It's the wife.
What the fuck is that?
That is. It's the most terrifying thing in this game.
No.
Other than the entire bunker level, this is the most freaking terrifying thing ever. Like.
It's like. It's like the bike from Full Throttle.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And
Help!
And some. Oh, why is she attached to his face?
I think she's supposed to be sitting on him, but it doesn't really
and
look like it.
why are you in like a church? And what are these things?
They're getting married. That's why I'm in a church.
What is anything that's happening?
It's just the most terrifying thing. I'm
I
glad.
don't even remember the game being like this. It's like really fucking with me.
Oh, Jesus freaking. Ah!
Like somehow in my memory, like Little Big Planet was more of like a Katamari Damacy type game.
Really?
And like in terms of art style, you know,
Yeah.
like that
Oh my
feeling of
God.
like just being like feel good and really like sort of bright and happy. Like it's kind of that, but it's also just all over the place. Like everything is just what is happening.
Yeah. I'm glad the next place is like a Mexican desert area. No lives lost, which wins you.
Like I get
my
that
favorite
it's
helmets
supposed
in
to
the
look
game.
like it's supposed to look patchwork and like DIY and homemade, but it's just so everything. Like if you were trying to make something DIY, wouldn't you try to make it like cohesive, you know?
I don't know the meaning of cohesive.
Do you really not?
I do.
All right.
Otherwise, I'd be.
It's cool
a
that you're in a
children.
cardboard spaceship. That's
Yeah,
fun.
you're in a children's bedroom.
And that you're playing with the little sack boys playing with a controller.
You're like the thing dangling above a baby's bed.
Oh, the mobile.
Yeah.
Mobile.
The planets are all hanging up by a string, and you're in like a spaceship that looks like a milk carton when it zooms out. I'm mad that you can't customize the spaceship itself,
Okay,
though.
here we go. This is much easier to fucking deal with.
Yeah, like, this is the Mexican place. This guy is freaking insane. Look at him jiggle.
Like, everything up until this point has just been like, what am I looking at? But this is a desert. I get it.
Ah,
Everything looks desert-y. I think it's hilarious that the cactuses just have spikes that are tacked on them. They're not growing out of the cactuses.
yeah, they're not real cactus.
But that's cool. That I get. Like,
No.
the point of the game is that it's all handmade and makeshift.
It's
It's
the
like
hardest-
Super Mario Bros. 3, you know.
The hardest part of the game.
Wow, you have to replay the level. See this is also why I am very much not a fan of archaic death systems where like a certain amount of deaths means you start over from the beginning, cuz I don't see the point. Like why do that, you know?
You've expressed this a lot to me, but explain it in full again.
Okay. In the old school arcades, they made you die a lot because it would eat up your quarters, right? So when you died, you had to start the game over because, you know, they wanted it to be super fucking hard. And then when they moved to home consoles, they kept that style because it made sense, and the games were usually short. It's like let's say you're playing Castlevania 1, right? It has a death system similar to this. You die, you start the room
Oh,
over.
man!
If you die, you start over that room that you were in, and if you die and lose all your lives, then you start the level over, just like in Little Big Planet, right? And that made sense because Castlevania is only 30 minutes long.
Right.
So unless you like restart all the time, then the game's gonna feel short as fuck, and it's hard as shit. But you know, it's only 30 minutes long ultimately.
Here on Digibro's, Shade does not like cows.
So when you move into the modern age, and the games are fucking... How long do you think this game is? This is a pretty long platformer, right?
I'm pretty sure it is like 12 hours.
Just for the single player campaign.
Yeah.
How many levels is that? That's a lot of fucking levels.
Well, we are on level 3, part 1. God, I don't remember this place at all. I think there's like 9 or 10 levels in total with more parts as it goes through, I think.
Uh-huh.
Like, no, actually, I think they all have 3.
It's pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
So, making it more difficult in order to extend the length, not necessary, right?
No.
And it's not really a game that's about being hard. That's not really the point, you know?
Right.
And it's got checkpoints anyways. So why make it so after dying 4 times, you have to start the whole fucking level over? All that does is frustrate you.
Yeah,
It is not fun.
Makes you want to do better.
No one wants to start the level over and then have to do it again and again. You know, especially if you've been dying, because then you're mad. You know, then you don't like. That's the last time I would want to start the level over is when I've been dying a lot.
Did I hit that?
And so when modern platformers do this, I don't get the logic behind it, you know? And like, some of the hardest and most gratifying games have infinite continues because, like Super Meat Boy is one of my favorite games ever, right? That game is hard as fucking shit, and there's levels where I died hundreds of times. But you start up immediately. You die, boom, you're back. I right there. Right where I died, I'm back. I gotta try again. I fucking keep dying. Whatever. There's never a level that's more than a minute long, like at the absolute most, you know? You don't have to restart the whole fucking level or the whole game or whatever to make it hard.
Boom!
I know I've probably ranted about this before, but it's like, it's really a big bone. Like, that is the deciding factor between, like, whether or not I'm gonna get deep into a 2D platformer, you know? Like, I love Super Meat Boy, I love Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, I love, fuck, what's another one that has instant respawns? I haven't played Shovel Knight yet, but I think that has something similar, right? Do you have infinite lives? But you have to, like, pick up your gold like Dark Souls?
Yeah. You have to pick up the gold bags when you die, and then get all the way back.
Well, for now, we'll just say I love Super Meat Boy and I love Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, and they both have instant respawns. And I love those games. And then when I play like a Mario game and I get a game over, that's usually the moment I just go, fuck it, don't want to play anymore. You know, like, I'm fucking done. I am too mad.
Balls.
That's why I've never beaten a Super Mario World.
I don't think I've ever, like, gotten more than maybe, like, a level into a Mario game. I find them so boring.
Yeah, I've never been a big Mario guy. Mostly because it's hard, and I didn't grow up with it, you know? Like, I think everyone who's really super into, like, old Mario games grew up with those Mario games, and they know how to play them, and they know, like, the mechanics, and they know the level designs. I've never talked to someone who got really into old school Mario later in life, unless that was like like they were like making a concerted effort, like all they wanted to do was play Mario until they understood it, you know? I've never met someone who just like casually went back and played Super Mario Bros for the first time at 22 and was like, oh man, what an amazing game, you know? It's more like, holy fuck, this is hard! How did anyone beat this ever? I did actually beat Super Mario Bros. On an emulator, but I save scummed like every jump. Like every time I made a hard jump, I would save on the emulator.
You're a cheater!
Yeah.
A cheater!
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Digibros. Come back
Clipping
next
the mic.
time. Next time for more clipping, bitch.
Ah.